When you can't buy, you rent. But even that has become a burden for many people.
Being priced out of renting is the reality for not just discouraged home buyers, but young families, seniors, and anyone making minimum, heck, even median wages.
Christina Watkins found out what it's like to try to rent and keep an apartment nowadays.
You had a burpee. Feel better?
6-month-old Alessandra Patterson, or Ale, as her parents call her, is one happy baby girl.
There we go.
Her mom and dad, Angela and Jonathan Patterson, moved to Orlando from Miami in July of 2021.
Come to mommy.
Looking for more space to make sure their baby would have room to crawl, walk, and grow.
Don't want to push yourself backwards? Only a little bit, can't reach the floor yet.
But they quickly learned, despite being college educated and having good jobs, finding a home in Central Florida wouldn't be as easy as they thought.
We're like, okay, let's try and get this going before she's born. And it didn't work out money-wise, savings-wise. Houses on the market were not really what I wanted. I was trying not to be too picky, but buying a house is an investment, and I didn't want to go into just buying it just to have it, just to say, okay, we own a home.
So the Pattersons took a step back and extended their lease at this apartment complex in Apopka, giving them more time to look and save money, or so they hoped. But then they were hit with rising rent costs.
So it went up about $400 for us, and that was a shock. We were given notice that it was going to go up, but the notice doesn't change the fact that I'm still working the same job.
How difficult is it to try to save when you're dealing with rising costs of rent?
To be honest, it's been rough. What we wound up doing was just turning on an automatic withdrawal type of thing. We don't see it, it's going into our savings, but it's still hard.
Angela says when they first moved to Apopka in 2021, their rent for this 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment was about $1,600, including electricity and water. This year, they said it went up to about $2,000, and that new price does not include utilities. Knowing this was just too much for their wallets, Angela's husband suggested they take a chance and try to negotiate with their property manager.
I went to her and I said, look, I actually changed my job this year. We had the baby. We don't have any family up here. We really don't have anywhere to go. Is there anything you can do to help?
Are you getting any new amenities? Is anything changing? Are they adding anything to the complex?
That was a big part of my husband's reason for us to negotiate, because nothing was changing.
To the Pattersons' surprise, their property manager agreed to lower their base rent to a price they could somewhat afford. If they hadn't, Angela says they would have moved back to Miami to live with family. Angela says even with the negotiated price, it's still expensive.
What have you all had to cut back on, if anything, because of the rising costs?
I would say kind of going out. On Sundays, we're huge football fans, so Saturdays or Sundays, going out to just spend some time outside of the house.
Is it almost check to check, sort of?
Almost. Yeah, almost. So grocery shopping, gotta what do we buy here? What do we buy there?
Data from the Schimberg Center for Housing Studies at the University of Florida shows in Orlando, out of every 100 rental units, only 24 are affordable, meaning they cost 30% or less of a person's income. The data also shows while there are enough apartments in Central Florida, the amount landlords charge for them can often make those homes unattainable for most people. And despite the construction we see happening, Schimberg data shows not enough affordable rentals are in development. In fact, Florida is on track to lose more than 66,000 affordable rentals in the next 20 years. Fighting to reverse that trend are people like Sheena Roll. She heads the advocacy group Florida Rising.
Vote yes. Count the votes.
They are fighting for families like the Pattersons who are getting priced out of paradise.
People are resilient, people are responsible, and so people aren't being pushed out of housing because they simply didn't pay their rent. Rent is becoming unpayable. And unfortunately, Orange County and Central Florida, and increasingly the whole state, is becoming unaffordable.
Roll says out of the decade she's been working for housing justice, this is the worst it's been. And families are suffering, she says, because the wages don't match the increase.
And your rent is about $1,800. And you get a notice that within a month and a half, your rent will be $2,500. Where are those $700 going to come from? There's no job you can walk into the door and say, I just need $700 more. It's not possible.
And that leads to desperate times for many who aren't used to living check to check.
You start to see middle class, upper middle class homelessness where families are broken apart.
Thank you.
And you put 2 children here and 1 child there, and the parents have to stay in different places, or sometimes the parent sleeps in the car. You see people renting U-Haul trucks and vans because it's much cheaper than rent, and hitching it to their cars, sleeping in it overnight, parking it in a parking lot and driving their cars to work.
Back at the complex where Angela lives, she told us some of her neighbors are moving in together to a bigger unit to split the costs regardless of the capacity limit.
If it's 3-bedroom, you can only have 6 people. Some people, I know for a fact, have more than that there because that's their only option to make things work for themselves and their families financially.
It's a struggle for many, but Angela and her family are just trying to keep it all in perspective.
So it's disheartening. We're definitely grateful that we're in a position to where we can stay here and we can keep the lights on and the water. It's tight, but at least we're in a position to where we're able to take care of the necessities.